I'm taking a hot bath because I'm in a lot of pain. Can you hear me now? It says, "Are you naked?" in capital letters. You know any people that bathe clothed? You know anybody that takes baths with clothes on? Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you. I had my Bluetooth on, man. So I went against the grain and told my mother what happened with me driving off the foot of the bridge. And she said to me, "I warned you." You know, that's why I wasn't gonna tell her, but it's all good. I'm 49 years old. You know that I warned you didn't sting as much as it used to when I was younger, coming from my mother. I warned you, or I told you so. I'm sorry I didn't have any audio earlier. I didn't realize I was connected to my Bluetooth. So sorry. Well, we got the Dr. Teals in the water. Try to soak away these pains. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a bath. And yeah, I'm definitely naked, okay? The fuck? Who the fuck takes a bath with clothes on? You haven't seen anything but my stumps. So what does it matter whether or not I'm naked? Are you living some sort of perverse nature? Good morning. We got 7 people this morning. Okay, do me a favor. I need 6 more thumbs up. Okay, you 7 people there watching, hit that red heart and let's get something. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop new content. Okay? I don't know why y'all keep coming back and watching my videos and haven't subscribed. That makes no sense. Just go ahead and subscribe. You know you nosy. You know you want to know what's going on. So go ahead and subscribe. 58% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. But they're watching the videos. you know. I'm legally blind, which causes me many times to have no audio on my videos, and I don't know it until you, my public, informs me. And one thing I gotta say, y'all, is that I appreciate y'all. You know, I appreciate that subscription. I just appreciate that. I just appreciate it. Let me see. Don Todd, appreciate you, my brother. So, I have diabetic retinopathy, non-age-related macular degeneration, cataracts, and glaucoma. And I only have vision in my right eye. I'm also a double amputee. I'm just reintroducing myself to some people, you know. Also a double amputee. And I promise you, I can outwork you, your mama, and your cousin too. And if y'all all working at the same time, I can still outwork them. Yeah. I live alone with 6 dogs, 2 Great Pyrenees, 2 American Staffordshire Terriers, which are pit bulls, a German Shepherd mix, and a cute little black thing named Rufus. I don't know what the fuck he is. Rufus is a different type of dog. Rufus! Rufy! Rufy, come here, boy. Remy's probably gonna come because she likes to show up when I call the other dog. Hey, Rufus. See, Rufus is a different dog. He don't respond. He just do what the fuck he want to do, and that's a problem. Garfield. Oh shit! I gotta tell y'all something. So when I ran in the river or whatever the fuck it was, when I jumped out, I was listening to music through my Bluetooth from my second phone. not the phone I'm using right now. It was an iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I had given my son, and I had to take it back. So I transferred the line to a business line. Anyway, I was listening to music on that device. Still no thumbs up. Come on, y'all. What are y'all doing? Y'all don't fuck with me, man. Let me get some thumbs up. What's the problem? Shout out Cheyenne X. Shout out Don Todd. Shout out Golden Alien 13. Asking me, am I naked in a bathtub full of water? I was listening to music through my Bluetooth from my backup phone, and I had that phone in my lap. So when I jumped out the damn car to save my Lexus from a watery death, I inadvertently dropped my iPhone in the water. How do I know? Because Find My told me that it is in the bottom of the water. It showed up at the Tappahannock Bridge. I'm sorry, at the Downing Bridge. My location said Downing Bridge. So it wasn't the Tappahannock Bridge that I ran off of, y'all. I was mistaken. But either way, my goddamn phone is gone. So, I've got to replace that phone. Why was I in Virginia? For a funeral. What that say? Why are they blocking comments? I don't like that, man. I like to block comments. So I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm okay. And I'm very, very afraid to drive now. After last night, running off the road 3 times, almost ditched my Escalade twice. I just can't see the lines anymore. And I said, once I can no longer see the lines, I'll stop driving. So now, I woke up contemplating which vehicles I'm going to sell. Because I can't drive anymore. I have had to. The universe sat me down. I almost drowned my fool ass. But the universe decided to spare me. So I'm going to have to respect the universe at this point. Because my reality is that I'm blind and almost totally blind at this point. So what do I do when I become totally blind? Probably end it all. Because I ain't going in no nursing home. I ain't going in no skilled nursing facility. Can we get them goddamn thumbs up? What the fuck? If you're watching, do me a favor. Click on that red heart and let me get some love. I'm not asking you for no fucking money. What the fuck? I will never understand the world. The world is not to be understood. It's not. It's to be lived in. Did you hear that? For all you people that's trying to understand the world events, trying to compare it to the Bible and all this other bullshit. This world was not created for you or I to understand it. This world was created for you and I to respect it. You don't need to understand it. You need to respect it and its laws, universal laws, world laws, however you want to put it. It's when you don't respect the world, the universe, and its laws that you get all the way fucked up. That's the message. That's it. You got to respect the universe and its laws. Because when you don't, you're going to wind up in calamitous situations, as I did. You know what I'm saying? I did not respect the universe and its law. And the universal law for me, you see, the laws are different for every citizen. See what I'm saying? The laws are different for each and every citizen in this world or this universe. And in my world dictates that I respect the fact that I can't fucking see. And I didn't do that. And then I had the nerve, I had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to test the universe while it's working in pouring down torrential rain. Strike two. Now, thank goodness I hadn't smoked no reefer. You know, I woke up and said to Pops, hey, Pops, this is the first time I'm ever driving more than 2 hours and I ain't smoking no reefer. Now, I've crossed that bridge 100 times in my life. Back and forth and through more than that. Because I used to go there I used to cross that bridge every Sunday, twice, to go to church when I lived in Richmond. Macedonia Baptist Church. Yes, I did. Crossed that bridge, no problems. High as a motherfucker. Flying across. I used to drive across the same bridge that almost killed me at 60 to 70 miles per hour in a 96 Fleetwood Academy Gray was the color. She was a pretty son of a bitch too, but you had some 22s on that motherfucker. This is back in 04. Wasn't nobody running no 22s on no Fleetwood. Were you nuts? I was. And the motherfucker was bad. Verifiable. Verifiable. So I did not respect the universe when it told me to set my black ass down. I woke up, it was pouring rain. I said, damn, how the fuck am I going to get out of here? I said, okay, don't go nowhere. Wait till tomorrow. I could have stayed where I was at. Pops ain't had no problem with me staying there. So my cousin Wade came over, and he was following his mama, Mimi. And I said, you know what, I'm going to follow them across that bridge so I can get to my dogs. My goal was to get to my dogs. I needed to get to my dogs the day before, okay? I really needed to have gone to court and turned around and took my ass back home. But me being Bishop Lowe, I got to go say goodbye to my 91-year-old Aunt Ruthie. I didn't respect the universe. I didn't. And I almost paid the ultimate price, as a lot of people do. But the universe said, not today, Satan. I don't believe in no Satan. I don't believe in God or Satan. Neither of them existing. Iran, shout out to Iran. We love you, Iranians. We do. We pray that y'all get peace. Yeah. And leave your captives in pieces. Yeah. Leave your captives in pieces, baby. War ain't always a bad thing. So, I didn't respect the universe. And the universe reached out and touched my precious hand. Yes, it did. So after the incident, I tried to drive some more after I drove off the foot of the bridge. And the police told me to find the nearest hotel. They were going to take me to the nearest hotel. I had no money. I had nothing. I had nothing to pay for a hotel room. So I drove on in that rain. I put my hazards on, and I was driving down Mechanicsville Turnpike, which is 60 miles per hour, at 15 miles per hour, with my hazards flashing. Now, just so you know, when it's pouring down rain, torrential sheets of rain, it's best to move with speed. Yeah, it is, because it doesn't build up on your damn windshield so much. Like I said, I was driving 15 miles per hour with my fucking hazards on, so I really couldn't see nothing. Then my defroster decided, hey, you know what? I'm leaving this fucking chat. I'm done here. Defroster went out. I couldn't defrost my front windshield. Hey, Jack. What's up, old man? I'm talking to the world. Come here, boy. Come lay down. You gonna lay down with me, buddy? You ate some food? Oh, it was good? Good boy. That's Jack. Jack Major. And that's my other shower right there. It's unfinished, but much of my bathroom is, because I built this bathroom from nothing. From nothing. So, you got to respect the universe if you plan on being successful on this earth. That's it. My defroster went out, so my windshield was completely dark. And by the way, this is morning time. No, it's not. This was at about 3 o'clock. About 3 o'clock, it was twilight. I can't drive in twilight, period, because it's like driving through the thickest fog you'd ever want to see. Hey, buddy. Can I get a kiss? You coming to give me a kiss? Come give me a kiss. You don't want to be on camera? Fuck you then, Jack. Jack don't feel like speaking. I sat in front of a McDonald's because that was the closest thing. I pulled into that McDonald's with my window down, rain pouring in my face, with my driver's window down looking out so I could fucking drive into the place because my windshield was no more. And I sat at that McDonald's in that parking lot for about 3 hours, and I was just crying and shit. Now, it never dawned on me that I used to live in Virginia, and I had plenty of people that I could have called to rescue me. Hell, I could have called the people that I just left. Pops, Stephanie, any one of them. Stephanie would have came to get me. My cousin Stephanie, she would have come to get me. She'd have came to Africa to come and get me if I needed her to, because that's who she is. You know, she's Ruthie's baby girl, and she got Ruthie's spirit. Shout out to Stephanie Finken. Love you, cuz. I called no one. I ain't called nobody. Why you ain't called nobody, Bishop? Well, because I don't like when people say that they saved me. And you know, recently I've had people say that, and that brings out the demon in me. When you think you fucking saved me. You can't save yourself. How the fuck you gonna save me? Anyway, I don't like people helping me and saving me, because then they believe I owe them something, or that they saved me, which is bullshit. So I called no one. I ain't called nobody. I had 4 women on my inbox and that DM thing or whatever, mad as hell with me because I didn't come through. You know, like I used to when I was married. You know, I was married. I used to cheat on my wife and shit. We lived in Virginia together. So I had, you know, I know a few women in Virginia. A few. And 4 of them were very angry that I didn't come through, you know, that I refused their invite. I don't live that way no more. I'm good. I'll stick this one out. I'm in my car. I'm safe. I didn't want to burn the fucking, I didn't want to, you know, run the car to have heat. It was fucking freezing. Yo, it was unnaturally cold in Virginia, yo. Real talk. And all I had was my double knit blazer, you know. Didn't break, and I was pissed up too, because by the way, I pissed all over myself when I ran into that water. I did. Gotta respect the universe. Otherwise, you'll piss all over yourself, man. The universe will scare the piss out of you. You see what I did there? That's real talk. I sat in front of that McDonald's till about 9:30. When I pulled into that McDonald's, it was 6:20, and I said I was gonna go to sleep. I said it on my video, and I said it's so fucking early. I did. I said that. I went to sleep because my nerves were shot. Okay. I woke up at 9 something, and I had received some money via Cash App that was owed to me. Shout out to my man Dan Hernandez. Because if it wasn't for Dan Hernandez, your boy would have slept in that motherfucking, in the rain. It rained all night. Okay? The whole night. It was torrential rain. It wasn't just like a sprinkle here and a sprinkle there. Here a sprinkle there, a sprinkle everywhere, sprinkle. No. It was a fucking torrential storm the whole night. When I woke up, the parking lot was a pool. Okay? Woke up to a bright, sunshiny morning. And I said, all right, universe, let's get it. And I came on home. Oh, by the way, while I was in, I left my house I think Thursday. I don't fucking know. I think Thursday the 10th was my court date. I had to go to court in Durham for a 15-year warrant that I popped for cyber stalking. That case was dismissed. After they released me from the court was at 9 o'clock. Okay? They let me out of there at 11:17. I got some gas. I got a sandwich. I got on 85. Going to Virginia. I get 2 hours and 10 minutes. I have a 3 hour and 45 minutes according to the GPS, which is 5 hours for a blind man. Just so you know. I can get everywhere you can get. I'm just going to take me longer. Yeah. Used to. I ain't doing that shit no more. So that's defunct. It's now 3:15? Something like that? No, it's 2:40. 2:42 it was when I looked at that when I asked Siri what time it was. See, because I have to start time stamping my shit. Okay? Because this I have had issues from brain cancer, and my short-term memory is no more. My ability to focus is no more. 2:42. I'm on fucking 85. Nope, I'm on 295 at this point. I'm on 295 Rivers Bend. That's in Virginia. Rivers Bend, it sure is. Okay, so I'm an hour and a half away from Pop's house. Okay, from the church, the funeral. Already missed the funeral. The funeral was at noon. I knew I was going to miss the funeral anyway. When I saw it was 11:15, I was just getting out of court. And I had 3.5 hours to go. 2:42 p.m., my check engine light starts flashing. VSC comes on. Check VSC. Have your vehicle checked, serviced by a dealer. Have your vehicle checked by a dealer. I said, God damn it. I don't believe this shit. I immediately knew what that was. Okay? Only reason I knew what it was is because I had just done that work in July. Okay? Whole fucking front end. I did plugs, coils, every sensor. I did every sensor. I did headlights. Oh shit. Radiator, water pump, thermostat. Okay? So I immediately knew that it was a coil or a plug. Because that's a Toyota, you know, that's the way they do their shit. Toyota Lexus, same thing. I said, oh shit. I said, hey Siri, AutoZone. I said, take me to AutoZone. Hold on. Nope, I'm speeding. I'm speeding right now. Hold on, let me slow down. I'm in the middle lane, which I never ride the middle lane. I always ride the slow lane, the right lane. If it's 3 lanes, I'm riding that right lane. So bad to the point where I've exited the fucking highway following people in that goddamn in that right lane. The car, it starts coughing, spitting, farting, and I smell bad gas. I'm like, oh shit, no, this ain't no fucking plug or wire issue. Smelling bad gas. It did turn out to be a plug or wire, though. Coil, rather. So, because that misfire makes that rotten smell. I don't know what. But, went about another 2 miles. That shit was shaking so bad, I slowed it down to 50, slowed it down to 40, and the fucking vibration stopped. So then the car shut off in the middle lane. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. So I sat there with my hazards on and watched fucking cars flying past me. Because they be moving on 295. State troopers passing me. Beautiful. Thank God. Keep going over it. Police passing me, thank goodness, keep going. I don't want to interact with none of them motherfuckers ever again. So, about 10, 15 minutes go by. I just said out loud, yo, universe, stop fucking playing with me and start this goddamn car so I can get the fuck off this highway. I pushed the button. That bitch started. So, shit, we up one. What did I do there? Oh, that's what I said. Hey, Siri, take me to AutoZone. Siri took me to the AutoZone. I crawled. It was in limp mode at that point or some shit. It wouldn't go no more than fucking 10 miles per hour. So I went to AutoZone and I asked them for that scanner because if somebody stole my scanner out my Escalade while it was sitting at the fucking mechanic shop for 8 months. Can't say who stole it. I can't blame nobody but myself for leaving the motherfucker in there. So I didn't have my scan tool, my OBD2 scanner. Damn, these fucking stumps are killing me. Went in there, asked him, hey, I gave him my commercial account information and said, hey, I need to use your scanner so I can find out what the hell's wrong with my car. I just broke down on the highway. So he gave me the scanner, I scanned it, and it came back as cylinder 2 misfire. Get the fuck out of here. Really? I said, yo, is there a way to find out if it's the plug or the coil? There is ways, but I did not have time for any of that bullshit. I had to go and say goodbye to Aunt Ruthie. I already missed that opportunity, but I had to go get by that grave site and, holler at my auntie. She can't hear me. No, she can't hear me because she's gone. But, it's something I do. All right? So if you don't agree with that shit, go suck your mother off. I wouldn't give a fuck. Everyone has their coping mechanisms. I could have went out and bought a quarter spoon of cocaine. I could have went out and bought a slab of crack. I could have went out and bought a pack of heroin. You know what I'm saying? I decided to just go by the gravesite and say my goodbye to my aunt. Mind your fucking business. How about that? So, I purchased a coil and a spark plug. $159. I'm like, damn. And I had, the funny thing is, I had just took the toolbox. My friend bought me a toolbox, a tool set for either Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember. I think it was Christmas. And I just happened to have that shit on the back seat of the car. And ironically, I had a spark plug socket in my Merce. I carry a Merce. You know what I'm saying? A man's purse? Yeah. I carry a Carhartt one right now. It's normally Polo, but I have a Carhartt one that I'm using. And I just happen to have the damn swivel in there and the spark plug socket from the Avalon. I just bought my mother a Toyota Avalon, and they use the same size spark plug. So I just happen to have the spark plug socket in my fucking bag. So I got the tool set on the back seat, and I have the spark plug socket and swivel. So all I would have to do theoretically, in theory, all I would have to do is buy the part, which I did, and install the part, which I didn't. Because I can't fucking see. Okay? So I said to the guy, Greg, I think his name was, at the AutoZone, I said, yo, man, you know how to do this shit? You know how to do this type of... He said, oh, yeah, but it's liability. I can't do it. Liability. Oh, my God, you'll sue me. Shut up, nigga. You know anybody, being that you in this parts store, you know any mechanics around here that can do this shit, that it ain't a liability? Yeah, I do. Shop named Rivers Bend, about 7 miles up the road. They normally do all our work for us. So why the fuck you ain't say that from the beginning, nigga? Got me stressing on how I'm going to get this shit done, my blind ass. Call them motherfuckers up. Boop, 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 boop. He dials the number. And some lady picks up the phone. And he's telling her, hey, I got a guy here. He wants to get a tune-up on her. No, nigga. Nobody said another fucking tune-up. I want one plug and one coil change. That is not, you ain't up-tuning nothing with that shit, bro. He said, he just wants one spark plug. How many spark plugs did you just sell me? How many coils did you just sell me? One. How the fuck am I getting a tune-up, sir? Oh, he just wants one plug and one coil done. So she said something about, he got 3 cars ahead of him. I said, tell her I'm trying to get to her for my auntie funeral. So he told her he's trying to get to my auntie funeral and shit. And she was like, well, tell him he got 3 cars ahead of him, but we'll get him in as soon as possible. And right now, at that time, it's 3:04. They close at 5 p.m. with 3 cars ahead of me. Now, I don't know if they rebuilding the engines on these 3 cars, putting in new transmissions. I don't know what they're doing. Ain't my business, because, it ain't my business. So I drive 11 minutes to Rivers Bend Auto Care. Shout out to Rivers Bend Auto Care. This water getting kind of cold, y'all. Because Rivers Bend Auto Care and Brandon and whatever that young lady was that worked there, young black lady receptionist, may the universe bless you people. So what they did was when I pulled in, I wasn't even parked right. I parked in front of the Snap-on truck that was there selling tools. And I got out the car, walked into the reception area, and she said, "Oh, okay, Bishop, we'll get you in as soon as possible." And the 3 people were sitting there looking at her like she fucking crazy, as I would have too. How you gonna get this nigga in? And he just, what the fuck? He just pulled up. Well, 'cause he ain't got no legs. I don't know. I said, but what made you call me Bishop? Where you get that from? You seen my YouTube channel? You know me? She's like, no. But are you a bishop? I said, no, I'm not. She said, well, are you a preacher? I used to be. She said, oh, yeah, I can tell. How can you tell? Anyway, it don't matter. By the time we got finished with our conversation back and forth about whether or not I'm a preacher, and she telling me I got it all over me and this anointing and all this shit that she saw, and I'm like, you weird. You're giving weird, lady. So by the time we finish our dialogue and me back and forth telling her, that I don't believe, and you ain't gonna make me believe again. Shit, because if my mama can't, I know you can't. And my mama's part of the reason that I don't believe. But by the time, and I'm fitting to close, y'all. By the time we finished our dialogue, yes, Brandon walked in the building and said, Bishop, you done. Because he heard her call me that too. I said, well, thank you. Well, I looked at the 3 people sitting on the bench waiting for their vehicles to be serviced. Brandon had already popped the hood of the vehicle once I got in the building, located said parts on the front passenger seat, and installed 1 coil and 1 plug in 3 minutes. God damn it, I ain't never seen this. Hell, I thought for sure the car gonna blow up on the way home, and it only took the man 3 minutes to complete a repair. It would have took me hours. What the hell? Yeah. Universe. The universe. Now, here is the important part. I don't know if I told y'all or not, but I was broke. Okay? That $159 purchase of them parts fucked me up. I overdrafted something. I went through 9 credit cards. Okay? Because I live off my credit cards because I don't have no income. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no income, but I ain't going to be on here begging you motherfuckers for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that nigga. I'll ask y'all if you want to support. That's fine, but I ain't going to beg y'all for shit. So, Brandon, good old Brandon, install my coil and install my plug. Yes. Now, normally, that's at least a $130 job. 1 coil, 1 plug, that's at least $130. Okay? Brandon decided to go ahead and bless the Bishop Lowe, and say, look, man, sorry about your aunt, man. Go and get to that funeral. White boy, nice white boy. Had tattoos and everything. Yeah, a lot of people say people with tattoos are, people with tattoos ain't no good. People with tattoos, I'm tatted up too. So what I'm saying is Brandon went ahead and did his work for nothing. The universe. So I gave him $20, and I said, bless you, man, because I only had $20 cash in my wallet. You know, I try to keep at least $20 cash in my wallet. You know, I ain't even got that shit right now. But that's all right, because it's coming. It's coming. I can smell that shit. I jump in Misty and continue on my way. I made it on to Warsaw, Virginia, and everybody was glad to see me. And I was glad to see everybody, damn it. So what I'm saying is you gotta respect the universe and its laws. That's the whole message. You gotta respect the universe and its laws, and it will respect you. The universe takes care of its own. And that's all I got, y'all. That's it. That's all. If you would like to bless this ministry, you can donate to our Cash App. It's just $INDOMITABLETAXI. $Indomitable Taxi. Would you please consider subscribing if you haven't already? Because, see, I'm going to tell you what's happening. The ministry is growing. What they said wouldn't happen. What the naysayers said couldn't happen is happening. We're growing. We had over 8,000 members. Yeah. If you one of them members, welcome back. If you ain't a member, why don't you consider being one? It ain't gonna cost you shit. And what you gonna get is inspiration, motivation, and truth. You gonna get the most vulnerable nigga on YouTube. Free. Don't cost you shit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You've been blessed, so be a blessing. I'm gone, y'all.